parallel between Democrats trying to get Donald Trump on the business records charge, which is rarely, if ever, prosecuted as an individual charge, and Republicans salivating over getting Hunter Biden on, he checked a box on a gun purchase form?
The parallel here is that I think the public probably looks at this and says, they're all like this. They're all corrupt. It's unfair, but I think the general public mood is, what next?
Matt Whitaker, former acting Attorney General, does Joe Biden at some point show up in court to support his son?
That'd be a big move. Obviously, he has his son that he cares a lot about, who's gone through a lot of struggles that we've, have been well documented. But, that to me would be really a strong attempt to influence a jury. Remember, Joe Biden was a senator from Delaware for decades, and I think that would potentially, be a reason that the judge might declare a mistrial. I mean, I think that's a long stretch, but certainly the president of the United States showing up in court in Delaware would be a power move and maybe more dangerous than it's worth.
Wow. All right. Interesting analysis. Scott Walker, we've had, and the public has had 3-4 days to digest the Donald Trump conviction news, and now we're already on to Hunter Biden. Are we at a point where maybe all of these trials actually won't make that big of a difference in the election?
Politically, I don't think they do. I mean, it sounds like this judge is a no-nonsense judge. Remember last summer, this is the judge who threw out the plea bargain that everyone was raising their hands up and questioning about. But here in Wisconsin, and I think other battleground states, what most voters are much more concerned about is, what's it going to take to bring down high prices? What's it going to take to deal with the border security issues that drive fentanyl into places like Mosinee, Wisconsin? What's it going to take to restore public safety in our country? Those are the issues that people care about. Yeah, you get a few people on either end, some on the left celebrating President Trump's actions last week, and others on the right sensing that somehow there should be retribution. But I think most voters really just want a focus on the things that matter in their life, and that starts with high prices.
You mentioned high prices twice. You also mentioned fentanyl. 1 in 3 Americans know someone killed by an overdose. That's 120 million Americans who know somebody. 50% of Americans say they've been affected by somebody who's been affected by the fentanyl crisis in America. George, why is something that is so endemic now to American society and so damaging have absolutely no answers from our politicians?
Because it's a problem of broad social behavior, and we don't really know how to change behavior. We changed it with smoking. The government went all in. 60 years ago, 40-some% of American adults smoked. Now 11% do. And what drove that was information, and stigmatizing smoking is stupid. And it went from elegant to stupid in a hurry. It made an enormous difference. But Scott Walker says people want prices to come down. There's an upward clicking ratchet in inflation. The box of cornflakes cost X, then it goes up to Y, but it never goes back to X. And that's why people are going to be...
It just gets to Z slower.
Exactly. But people think that inflation being beaten means inflation prices coming down. It doesn't.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.